These are 6 things you can do to retain your customers this Black Friday. Retaining your Black Friday customers may be more important than you think. Black Friday typically provides e-commerce stores with a huge influx of new customers, taking advantage of your discounts and those one-of-a-kind deals. And while Black Friday may prove lucrative for your online store during that week, failing to retain those customers for months and years to come can leave you missing out on a massive opportunity. There is good news, so what is it? It doesn't have to be this way. With just a few tweaks to your customer service strategy, you can transform those Black Friday customers into a loyal customer base that keeps coming back. And with 65% of a company's business coming from existing customers and highly engaged customers making a purchase 90% more often, creating a loyal and engaged customer base is an absolute must. Let's dive into how you can make it happen. The mistake that most businesses make is focusing on the sales of Black Friday alone. While it's true that if you do Black Friday and Cyber Monday right, you'll enjoy a serious uplift in sales on that day or that weekend. Just think how much more lucrative your store can be in the long run if all of those customers become repeat customers. Doubling your sales for one day can easily become doubling your customers for life if you play your cards right. So, exactly how valuable is a retained customer? Well, according to the stats, pretty valuable. On average, around 80% of a company's profits will come from only 20% of its customers. So if you fail to retain any customers, that can represent a massive decline in sales. Not to mention that retaining customers actually reduces costs. Think about it. In general, it takes much more money to market to new customers than to existing ones. Every new customer takes a much more significant chunk out of your budget than existing customers. So if you have barely any existing customers, your marketing strategy will have a hefty price tag attached. So, for the upcoming Black Friday, Cyber Monday, don't approach it as a 1 or 2 day thing. Instead, think about how you can use Black Friday to your advantage by encouraging long-term growth and creating a loyal customer base. So let's get into exactly how we do that. Number 1, focus on the post-purchase experience. So you've marketed your Black Friday deals, customers have arrived, purchased products, they're coming in droves. Your profits are up 100% on the day. Your job's done, right? No, not quite. What you do post-purchase is just as effective as the moves you make pre-purchase. So rather than letting the customer think their journey with your online store has ended, continue your story with a well-thought-out post-purchase strategy. One place to start is with your post-purchase communication. Are you checking in with your customers about their purchases? Are you offering them discounts on future purchases? The better you stay in touch, the more likely they'll be to remember you and come back for further purchases. You can add value to your customers after their purchase too. Let's say they bought an item of clothing from your store. Why not email them giving them tips on how to best style it or what to pair it with? Sending your customers all the information they need will also get you extra brownie points. Send over a clear receipt, order tracking details, and a way for them to get in touch if they have any problems. And make sure you're ready to respond quickly if they do. By using a post-purchase email to provide great aftercare to your customers and create a buzz about the rest of your products, you'll create a customer who's eager to come back for more. Number 2, sort out your return policy. The reality is, many shoppers flock to buy numerous things on Black Friday, intending to return a significant chunk of them. If you're a small online business, you might want to avoid the costs that come with processing a ton of returns by putting policies in place around those returns. Doing so is fine, but you must make your returns and exchanges policies as clear as possible during the purchase process, especially before your customers actually check out. Having a banner at the top of the page is one option, as is including return details at the checkout stage of the purchase process. If you fail to be clear on your returns policy and an unhappy customer wants to return their purchase, you'll run into some trouble when they come to return it and find that they can't. To avoid such a situation and make sure the customer comes back thanks to your excellent customer service, be crystal clear on what customers can and can't return or exchange. That way, you'll avoid bad reviews from a challenging return experience. Number 3, keep your customers updated even when things aren't going great. We've all been there. You receive an email from an online store you've just made a purchase from telling you that your product has been shipped. Great! So you sit back, relax, wait for it to arrive. And then you wait. And you wait. 8 days later, there's not only no sign of your product, but no update from the sender either. Doesn't look great for the e-commerce store. Transparent, regular, and helpful post-purchase communication is key, which includes keeping customers in the loop about their orders. When somebody makes a purchase on your site, email them with tracking details. eDesk Feedback can automate this, so they can see for themselves when the item is expected to arrive. Shipping emails help too, so does opting for a courier that's not only reliable, but also great at keeping in touch with recipients. Consumers tend to be more understanding about a potential issue or delay when you're honest from start to finish. Overpromising and under-delivering is a bad idea. Consider allowing your customers to choose how they're contacted too. While some people are never off their emails, others much prefer to receive a text, so give customers the option of which type of communication best suits them. Highlight your loyalty programs and other products. What's the most straightforward way to keep your Black Friday customers coming back? Give them an incentive to do so. One type of incentive is a loyalty program where customers can enjoy discounts and other bonuses for completing certain actions, such as referring a friend or making another follow-up purchase. By being part of a loyalty program, not only does it make the customers feel special and valued, but also makes them more likely to shop with that particular seller. After all, if you were deciding between 2 brands and one gave you a special discount to reward you for your loyalty, which would you be more likely to buy from? A referral program can be even more successful since your band of loyal customers can help create a whole new band of loyal customers by recommending you to their friends and family. As well as pointing customers in the direction of your loyalty program, you can direct their attention to your other products through email marketing. With some email automation programs, you can establish rules so that customers who buy a certain product will have other similar products recommended to them automatically. This personalization works well at making customers feel valued, and it means they're more likely to buy from you again when they receive a tailored recommendation. Number 5, gather feedback. Gathering feedback is a criminally underrated form of improving your online store, but it can be a game changer for your success. By listening to what customers did and didn't like about the purchase experience, you can use this valuable insight to improve the service to the other customers. By requesting feedback and reviews from your Black Friday, Cyber Monday customers, you can get an insight into what new users think about your online store. You can also take this opportunity to get back in touch with people who have bought from you in the past. By showing your desire to improve in a way that customers want, they'll feel much more valued. Plus, positive reviews translate into better sales. Many shoppers seek the validation of other customers before they make a purchase. eDesk's feedback feature makes it easier than ever to collect those reviews and feedback from your customers. You can even send feedback requests based on order conditions. So for example, if a customer has an open support ticket, you can ensure that they don't receive a feedback request. Bonus tip, if you actually implement a piece of advice you gathered from customer feedback, shout about it, release a newsletter, write a blog about the difference these changes have made, and express the gratitude for the feedback. Doing so will prove to your customers that their opinion counts, and nowadays customers want to work with companies that care. And lastly, number 6, abide by SLAs and improve response times. A service level agreement does exactly what it says. It involves you agreeing to provide a certain level of service and sticking to it. If you sell on Amazon, staying within their SLAs is a must. But even for stores selling on Shopify or BigCommerce, setting and sticking to your own internal SLAs and response times ensure that customers are well looked after. This is especially true if you don't look after your customer service desk entirely by yourself, or there's a whole team that's replying to queries. An SLA template that can be followed by the whole team ensures that not only is the level of customer service consistent, but high standards are maintained. Using a help desk like eDesk makes it easier than ever to stay on top of CS targets with SLA timers. Simply set the SLA timer to the number of hours that you want your tickets resolved by. 24, 48 hours, whatever you want. An SLA timer starts counting down as soon as eDesk receives the message from the customer. The timer stops when an agent sends a response to the customer from within eDesk. You have one shot to keep your customers with you even after Black Friday ends. If your response times are too long, your customer service options too few, or your communication too poor, you risk losing what could be a repeat customer for life. After all, customers are for life, not just Black Friday.